New now, a woman who pled guilty for her role in a deadly crash involving a stolen van last October was sentenced this morning. A judge sentencing Caitlin Berrios to 230 months. That's more than 19 years this morning. Last month, Berrios pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in connection to the crash. Now, last October, Berrios was trying to escape police when she crashed into Mandy Buckwalter's car. That's Mandy there on your screen. This happened near 29th and Rock Road, killing her. Berrios was driving close to 70 miles per hour and admitted to being high on meth.